Nicole Crane, and today I am going to be taking you through, sorry for my mic, like it needs to be closer to my mouth, I think. So we're just going to be amateurs today. I'm going to take you through a self-guided process for coaching yourself. So super quickly, I am so tired lately. I had like a huge shift in priorities and work schedule and all this stuff. So today I really came to terms with the fact that it's totally okay because I don't have any people signed up for it, but I'm canceling the 4-week exquisite program. So I'm basically like closing enrollment like 2 days in advance. So I'm still offering it one more time, starting the last week of October, and then officially starting with the Q&A sessions in the first week of November. So that is the only other opportunity to work with me until the end of the year, unless you want to do one-on-one sessions. I have 2 spots available. I can send you a link to my calendar, but basically it's like Friday and Saturday from 3 to 11 p.m. is kind of my availability. So with that out of the way, yeah, since there's not really a lot of opportunity to work with me until November, I wanted to kind of create like a little bit of a like a stopgap, I guess. Not to say that I'm like that important, but since I'm going to be backing off of everything except for creating this weekly content, I kind of wanted to give it like a little turbocharge to get into that era. So I'm not going to type these up anywhere, so if you want to rewatch this video, you can get these steps again. I'm going to leave it here on my main page, in my group, and on YouTube. But for future reference, I'm only going to be putting my weekly videos up in my Nicole Crane coaching group on Facebook and Nicole Crane coaching YouTube channel. So if you want content like this in the future, please be sure to sign up in one of those places. Both have free access. So it's just a way to tap into what I have to offer without having to invest up front. So without further ado, the first step in a self-coaching process is to create security and safety. So some of these steps are kind of challenging to your nervous system. So it's best to set aside a time when you don't have any distractions, where you can take some deep breaths, maybe do some meditation if you're into that, and really create like a calm, safe space to do this work within the container of. The next step is to get real in assessing where you're at. So this isn't a time to dream. This isn't a time to fantasize. This is a time to like really cut down to what exists exactly in your current reality. And after you do that, you can decide what's going well, what's going great, what needs to change. And that should be pretty easy to figure out when you're really getting real with like what's happening and how you feel about that. And so once you figure out what needs to change, you can lay out the steps in bite-sized pieces. So kind of a good guideline that I recently learned from my sales and marketing group is making goals that take no more than 30 minutes to achieve. So instead of like scrolling through Instagram or Facebook for 30 minutes, you can actually get something accomplished. And then it feels really good. You attain something. You can check off a box, however you kind of gauge these things. And create accountability. So, I mean, I probably should have put that step before laying out the steps. But it really helps if you have like a friend or like an accountability person that like that's your relationship. So it doesn't really like fuck with your like personal whatever, if you hold each other up to the standard that you set for yourself. And then be sure to like check in with them and have them check in with you to make sure that you're kind of like, oh, thanks, Rich. That you're achieving these goals like within the time frame that you're setting for yourself. Sometimes if no one else is externally holding us accountable, it's really hard for us to really motivate ourselves to stay committed to the process. And then the last piece that I feel is really important, and this could also be related to self-care, is to choose rewards. And when you achieve the things that gain you access to the rewards, be sure to follow up. So it's kind of like a soul contract that you make with yourself. So at this point, there is no renegotiation. Like, this is something that I do, especially with like financial work goals for myself. I'm like, oh my God, I really want that like cute bat costume that I saw on Amazon. Like, if I make X amount of money at work, then I'll buy that for myself. And then I'll make like $50 more than that, which more than covers the cost of the prize, so to speak. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't really want it. Or, oh, I'll just spend like $20 on this other thing or whatever, you know? And so I think that it's really important to commit to rewarding yourself, because this can be like super overlooked as subconsciously, it has to do with both self-worth and also accountability. So if you know that you're not going to follow up with a reward, sometimes it's harder to engage yourself in accomplishing the goals, unless you're like one of those types that's like, I did everything. Like, I accomplished 17 fucking things today. What did you do? You know, like sometimes for that type, like the reward is achieving something. So in that case, like maybe it would be like being able to brag to a friend or whatever that is. So if you have any questions about this process, please reach out to me. And also, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, I do have those 2 spots available. And if you are holding out for the 4-week version of Exquisite, I do have that relaunching starting the final week in October again. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me as well. Email me at nicole@nicolecranecoaching.com, or just message me here on Facebook. So sending you lots and lots of love, and we'll talk soon. Mwah. Have a great night. Bye.